from 17 once again. This is more Sekiro TGS gameplay reactions, and this is the new gameplay sent to us from Japan. So as you can see right now, we have the translator playing the game, which is really interesting because he's a very knowledgeable guy, and you'll notice the guy right now is another one of the developers who he has had him translating for when he went to Gamescom and when he went to E3. So we have the two people that we've seen doing the promotional stuff, both playing and narrating the game for what's happening right now. So this is awesome. I'm very curious to see what this is about. So let's watch, shall we? I of course cannot speak Japanese, which is a massive disadvantage, or I'd be able to tell you exactly what was going on here, and I'm certain that there will be channels that do and can help. Ooh, interesting! I've not noticed that before. Do you see the screen darkening to show you that apparently you're in stealth? That must mean that you cannot be either spotted in that moment, or that you are in some way stronger on camouflage. That's a really interesting choice for a piece of HUD, to communicate with the player without being too overt. Traditionally, I'm not a big fan of tunnel visioning the HUD or doing the edge of the corners like it just did it then too, signifying that when you're on a roof like this, you are indeed in some kind of advanced position of discovery. That's really interesting. It's not too obtrusive too, so hopefully this will work really well. But yeah, that's cool to see. Did they have that before? I didn't spot it. If so, this might be new. There's also two icons on the screen right now saying square or circle. I wonder if that in any way has something to do with perhaps dropping or climbing upwards, because it was only when he was on the ledge, wasn't it? There was a moment in me then when I thought maybe that means you can do lethal or non-lethal, which would be very interesting, right? Can you imagine if disabling an enemy non-lethally gave you a different reward than killing them? And there was a strategy in the game where you would keep people alive and then somehow manage to propagate a better reward. That could be really interesting. Or maybe there could be some kind of honor system where the more people you kill, something happens to your character or the world, much like Demon's Souls' tendency, where one way is harder and the other way is easier, but, you know, one way gets really good drops, but everything's tougher. The other way is easier, but you get shit drops. You know, all kinds of mysteries, because we have no idea what's going on. And now we have him taking on the main guy right here. And somebody's getting very excited. I don't know who it is, but there's a couple of guys getting really into watching this, which is nice. But he's taking on... Isn't this guy called, like, the Captain Samurai? I forget his name. He's in one of the other videos I've covered. This is not exactly new footage right now, but technically it is new gameplay, because we have not seen it playing like this. And it seems like our translator guy understands the mechanics and knows what he's doing, but he is by far not the best player we've watched. Which is not a problem. It's just an observation, folks. I would prefer a player who has a mixture of everything rather than somebody doing this masterfully, because we can't see what happens when things go wrong, can we? That's the guy getting excited, the presenter man. There you go. And they seem like they're having a little fun at the expense of that being quite tough, because the player there was having a nice laugh. But that icon he's just picked up then, those paper effigies, I don't know the names of them, it's been a while since I've watched the footage for Sekiro, but I believe that's the currency that allows you to use your prosthetic arm. So did you see how he used it just then, and he lost 4 of them for doing that slam attack? So if you were wondering, you know, how you're going to be able to use your arm and will it be overpowered, you have to use a resource to spend it, but when you kill people, you seem to get them back in droves, and that's how the game's going to be balanced, so... Pretty cool, right? I like that. And there are the shurikens, which seem very powerful, because after the shurikens, it puts them into a stun where you can do some fun moves. You don't see too many people using them either, and I think they look really cool. Then over here we have some kind of item, which is probably an item that if we reference my other videos, we can find out exactly what that is, but at the moment I'm drawing a blank. I'm sure you guys will drop something in the comments, because everybody seems super up on Sekiro, and I'm really not. I watch it, I get excited, and then I forget everything I even saw. But using the grapple there to go up into this building where there's the solitary female mage walking around, or some kind of servant. Interesting that he didn't look up to the left-hand side where we know that person is. He's instead gone up against the cover here to look outside into the arena where the chained beast is. The ogre that seemed to body everybody. I wonder if this is context sensitive, because it didn't start when he entered the room. It only triggered her moving forward with the candle when he got a decent position into that room. So this is probably the closest we'll get to some kind of scripted event. There it is. I do enjoy he's playing as a nice little smile as the announcer goes nuts, because he's probably not seen that before. And then, of course, these are the... Are they called sculptor's idols? Yes, they are. There you go. I remembered one thing. And I do like how they have more than one arm. I don't know if that's going to be a reference to something later on, but I'm a big fan of people who have multiple arms, dude. Gilgamesh is so underused in every theatre of video games. We need more of that kind of thing. And Goro sucks. No one likes Goro. Right, so, I'm only kidding, Goro's awesome. But there are a bunch of people here, and then the ogre that breaks out of the fence. And I believe you can probably use the ogre to kill the enemies too, because he's very aggressive. And this has my favourite enemy coming up, which is the dude with the frying pan. I love the frying pan guy, man. There's just something about that enemy that tickles me every single time. I really do enjoy that guy. And I've just got back from EGX 2018, which is one of the biggest conventions in England, and they didn't have this game, dude. I needed them to have this game, and they didn't. And wow, did you see that? That was like 60% of his life in one two-fister. There's the dropkick. There's the Andre special. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's in trouble. There's the kicking combo. This is the interesting ooh, wow. There's a part of me wants to stop that and replay that slowly. He looked like he dodged to the left, and the enemy auto-corrected and grabbed him anyway. Because that looked like the enemy was past him then, I'm almost certain. Which is terrifying, but he does indeed die. So we get to see the revive mechanic. He's probably going to wait for the big guy to turn around. He's going to revive, and then he's going to stab him and execute him instantly. Because I've seen a lot of people... Oh, he's not going to do that? Wow, interesting choice. Maybe he wants to redeem himself. Then again, can you chain this? That was ridiculous. 2 enemies in a row. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, he knows... And he's dead again. Damn. What? He could revive again? Damn, he must have had tons of the revive juice. I didn't notice. I do like the inky slash over the revive mechanic. Now that he can't use it anymore, that's pretty sweet. This guy doesn't like fire either, so the fire's super powerful against him. Nice jump. Finally evading. Uh-oh, uh-oh, did you see that? It broke his action. So maybe the prosthetics can be used to destroy armor. That would be great. Double kick, third hit. There it is, elbow drop. Hulk Hogan special. Do we get a leg drop? No, we don't. Wow, this guy's jumping around. I like that. He's using the jump quite a lot. It's pretty interesting. There we go. He's killed him. All of this always reminds me of God of War. I know it didn't invent it, but you know when somebody jumps on something big and then proceeds to stab it in the face? Can you not think of Kratos doing that back in the day really angrily? Because that's all I ever think of. And if you think back, the original Tenshus had some really graphic, crazy executions where you stabbed people in the face with giant swords and things. But for some reason, Kratos has stolen that association for me. And then down here, there's another idol, which he's not going to use. Interesting. He also reclaimed his ability to revive just then by killing that creature. So that's pretty sweet. Shinko, Shinobi. Right, so he comes down the cliffside rather confidently, picks up another one of the prosthetic paper people. Moving forward here, are we going to get some footage of that snake person? That huge snake, that'd be cool. I've not seen anything down here, guys. This is all new for me now. So we're moving into this ravine. Some pretty precarious platforms here. You know there's going to be goodies if you turn around and look the other way, but he's looking a bit more for the direct path for the demo's purposes. Lots of snow effects here, lots of icicles. All of it's looking very nice with the blue hue. Ooh, is that visual language? Oh, here comes the snake. Huge snake. Yeah, you're going to have to use stealth, aren't you? It looks like you're going to be hiding from this guy for a while. The thing is very big. Is he off? He's off. Interesting. So it looked like on that rock just then, did you see the horizontal scratches? They must announce when you can maybe edge up to a corner and then like sneak around a corner or something where the ledge is not quite fully developed. And then he's going to hide in the grass. You knew that was going to happen because the grass was there. It makes you wonder why this thing would eat somebody as small as a person. It's huge. But then again, I suppose there's not too much things that are that much bigger outside of the monsters and stuff. And you know the monsters... Oh, whoa! It nearly killed him! Damn! 99% clipping him on the entrance of the cave. That was something. Can you go back? I wonder if you can block that. If you can block that, that'll be hilarious. But you know what you should be able to? If you just guard it, you should block it. That'd be so sweet. Now we have a... Oh, interesting! So, doors with the body on them like that mean that they're Scooby-Doo doors, maybe? Takes a nice swig of the healing juice. Of orange jug of wine. Everybody's favourite Final Fantasy X character. And he sneaks into... This must be where the boss is. Yeah. So you get through the ravine, you hit the idol of the sculptor, and the boss encounters on this bridge. Look at the checkpoint, guys. This is everything I've wanted from Souls being displayed in a game that is not Souls, which is fantastic. We have a checkpoint directly at the fight. Exactly as it should be. Exactly as it has been for many good games. And then Souls kind of decided to do it differently, and people really attached to it. So, here he comes. The corrupted monk. There's his crazy power stance. All the blossoms getting cast-strewn, the fallen leaves of autumn, and then the battle begins. Long, swooping, deliberate horizontal slashes. There's the first one, there's the second one. Here comes the third one. A fourth one? Oh, whoa, he did it! And then it didn't work, whatever he was supposed to do next. But, that was sweet. Here he comes again. Deliberate thrusting, jumping, into an overhead. Throws a shuriken, and goes into a hit. There's the backhand sweep. Here's the base combo that we saw before. Did he poison it? I can't tell, the game's getting all... like oh, wow, he jumped onto a tree. And then he got almost punished by the enemy jumping too. I wonder if the enemy is just as mobile as you, because this guy seems pretty mobile. So, the boss seems to be blocking with its offhand. Oh, nice. That's there was the shuriken. Here it comes. There's the second hit. No third hit. I do like how the boss does that very nice, almost pirouette to reset when you're not in range. I wonder if you can hit them during that, or if they can recover. Here it comes. Big two-hander there into nothing, into the little flare and flourish. Oh, that was it. That was perfect, dude. So does this boss only have 2 life bars if you do these parries? Oh, here we go, phase 2. Invokes the mist or the fog, and then starts to clone itself and do these almost inky doppelganger strikes. But can it attack you when you're in the trees? It can! That is sick! Nice! So mobility's definitely going to play a big role in this. And oh my goodness, the gangbang. The unsolicited double teaming, the wobbly H, traditional feudal style. And then the boss kind of resets, and here we go. Boss is different moveset now. More aggressive, more horizontal. Jesus Christ, the dancer of the Boreal Valley, ladies and gentlemen. It says hello. You can jump over those low sweeps, though, which is cool. Here it comes. I love the idea of the bosses being super lethal, super dangerous, but also being very vulnerable. Because if you parry and you prove mastery of mechanics, you can kill them really effortlessly. That's awesome. It reminds me of Bushido Blade, where everything is about getting that hit, and when you do, it makes you feel really powerful. Look at the dude, man. Look at the inputs. He's going nuts. Is he mashing? Don't mash, dude. He looks like he's mashing. I hope he's not mashing. I believe in you, sir. You don't need that. Meticulous. That's what we need right now. A backwards jump into the dagger. He's just buffering, guys. He's not mashing. Oh, and here he goes again. Round 2 of the inky doom, foggy, misty death move. Nice parry. Ooh, and there's the death. And that man is very excitable. And he revives. Interesting. And then the mist evaporates. And here comes the boss with the spinning Frigid Valley technique. Until it changed its name for whatever reason. Ooh, the jumping away into a moment of vulnerability. There's the shuriken. Interesting. I wonder if you can use the shuriken to interrupt and stun. That'd be so sweet if you could time a really well-placed shuriken and stop an attack. This is a close fight. This is tense. Nice parry. Nice parry! Nice parry! Ooh, I can't tell if that was good or bad. The boss is so close, man! You've got this! Oh, don't get too excited. Oh, did he do it? Oh, he got it. Yeah. So they only take 2 execution moves and you win. So there's no way that this enemy is going to be a boss. This enemy must just be a normal dude later on. It's 100%... Oh, dude, you see him put the sword away and then draw the other sword? I've just noticed. Was he not using the long katana then? Was he using the wakizashi for that fight? And he only pulls out the demon blade to do the executions? That's something I need to look out for because I wasn't paying attention. But that... Oh my goodness. I need more of this game. I need to play this game. I want to play this game. It looks awesome. What did you guys think?